What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Welcome to tonight's show. Thank you for joining. We are going to get started here shortly. Just waiting on the rest of the crew to get in. But in the meantime, I'm going to remind you guys to make sure you get at us over at our website, gftradioshow.com, where you can find links to all of our social media sites. I forgot to add in threads because we are now on threads, GFT underscore radio, Twitter, Instagram, and threads, GFT radio on Twitch, and GFT radio network on Facebook. Make sure you join us over at the join the conversation group over on facebook.com/group/GFT join the conversation, where you can get at us and see all the things we're talking about throughout the week. And then join us back here every Monday night at 10 p.m. for our main topic of the week. So tonight we got a great show lined up for you guys, but make sure you remember that, even if you think you missed a show, you haven't missed one, because you can listen free on demand 24/7 on all the major audio platforms. It is a little bit behind. Some of the newer shows haven't been posted yet, but they will be posted soon enough. And but you can catch all of our shows over on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, or watch the video replays, which are always up to date, over at Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure you do that. And like I said, tonight we got a great show lined up for you guys. We're going to be talking about summer fun or summer blues. So we're going to be doing a quick health check and mental health check with our crew, as well as with you, our audience, to see how your summer's going. To see if you are enjoying your summer, if you've done anything fun, if you've gotten out the house, and also what's affecting you, what's got you thinking, what's on your mind, and how things are affecting you and your family. Everything from headlines in the news to things going on at home. So we're going to talk about all that tonight, and make sure you feel free to comment, because we definitely want to hear from you. And don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be made aware when we are online and broadcasting. What up, Dokila? How you feeling? Appreciate you joining in. Like I said, we're going to be talking about summer blues or summer fun, and how your summer is currently going. I know a lot of folks are getting into summer vacations, and maybe even just more work. So we're going to be talking about that tonight. Me myself, I have already gone on a couple of trips. Well, mainly at the end of the spring, and actually, now I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've been on a summer trip yet, but I do have one planned. I plan to be going down south in a couple of weeks or so, and looking forward to that, and hopefully getting another trip in before the end of the summer. My kids are currently working and or in school, so just waiting on them to get out of that, so that way we can get that scheduled. Somebody was just telling me that I need to stop calling them kids, because they're definitely grown. My daughter's just recently turned 19. My son just turned 17. So they definitely are getting bigger and bigger, and more grown. Oh, good. I'm glad to see that you're good. Appreciate that. You said summer's been fun so far. So far, I've been in my room. I feel you. I feel you. Sometimes it's all you need, being able to stay in and enjoy, peace and quiet at home. And, some folks are getting out. Like I said, I made it to Philly for Hype's live show a few months ago. And after that, I went, where did I go? I went on a vacation, and of course my brain is mush. I can barely remember. Oh, I went to Cancun. Yes, I did go to Cancun right before the summer started. Nice weather, beautiful weather down there. Much needed break. Definitely had a lot of fun. Definitely enjoyed that, and looking forward to my next time going to Cancun, because this last one was definitely fun. Had a great time. Got to do a few activities, and like I said, it was a much needed break. Work's been crazy. I'm currently learning new skills at work. trying to get ready for, well, actually, I'm in the middle of a project, so been trying to learn some new skills for that project. Keela says, between my game show, movies, I've been busy. I've been busy off days. Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, and off days are essential too. I mean, shoot, I know we just had a 4-day weekend for the holiday. Definitely enjoyed that, and got a chance to do some activities with the kids. Got to do some activities with friends and all that. So it's definitely been it was definitely a good time over that holiday, having that break from work. So yeah, I'm just looking back at my calendar, and um, I definitely haven't been on any trips in the official summer. But like I said, I do have one coming up in a couple of weeks. Oh, that's weird. My last trip is, oh no, there it is. Yep. So back in May, I went to Cancun. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to going down south in a couple of weeks or so. Hopefully it's not too hot. Y'all can save the hot weather. I don't need it. It's hot enough up here in Michigan. But looking forward to traveling and having a good time. It's always a good time when you get a chance to travel. I mean, I always recommend people to get out, see the world, check out areas and places and cultures that are different than your own. I mean, even if it is here in the States, uh, every state has something different going on, every metro area. So it's always good to explore, get to see how other people live, that kind of thing. So that's definitely one of my hobbies. Traveling has always been something that's been important in my life. Even back when I was a kid, my parents were really into traveling and getting us out, mainly on the road. Actually, I don't think I took my first flight until I was 19. I went to Florida, to Disney World when I was 19. And but before that, it was mostly road trips. I'd still enjoy a good road trip. I haven't been on one in a little while. I think it's been at least a year since well, actually, I kind of went on one a few months ago. Had to take an impromptu trip to Cleveland, but it was just kind of a turnaround trip. But definitely, uh, I still enjoy a really good road trip. I just feel like road trips are a great way to kind of like relax, disconnect. You get out on the road, you pretty much just you, the radio, whoever's in the car with you, that kind of thing. Being able to see different sites, maybe even make stops in different places. Took a trip some years ago where the destination was Branson, Missouri, which is about 12 hours from here in Michigan, and made a stop in, did we go to Chicago? No, to St. Louis. Went to St. Louis, stopped in St. Louis. That was fun. Stayed there overnight. So that was about an 8-hour drive, and then spent the next 4 hours the next day making it into Branson. So, it's always fun to be able to do stuff like that. Keela says, got Beyonce tickets for next Wednesday. So, oh, nice, nice. I'm sure she's going to enjoy that. I know a lot of people are huge Beyonce fans. I know I'm one. Sonny's not so much, but I know a lot of our viewers are Beyonce fans. So I know that you guys will really enjoy that concert. I think the last concert I went to was the Usher residency. I went there last year for that. That was an amazing concert. That's another thing. I went there. That was in Vegas, so that was a whole trip. Went down there, enjoyed the concert. Didn't have any issues like Kiki and Darius did. Definitely had a great time with my friend, and was able to enjoy the show. The show was amazing. I think that was the biggest thing, is that that concert was probably one of the most well done, well arranged concerts I've ever seen in my life. So it was definitely fun seeing that. What up though, Jamie? Solo show? It's not supposed to be. I'm waiting on the rest of the guys to come. But me, I'm going to hold it down in the meantime. So right now I'm talking about what I've been doing this summer. We're talking about summer fun or summer blues. I personally haven't had any summer blues. Definitely haven't ran into any into anything that's really caused me any struggles. Like I was saying earlier, that work has been a little, a little busy. I know a lot of folks, were worried because I worked for a company that did some downsizing, and a lot of folks were worried. I mean, I wasn't not worried. I just was, less worried than other people. But it's always that chance that your department could get hit, you could get hit with that layoff, and nobody wants that, right? But luckily we didn't have any issues in my department, and any no one was let go in the department, and I still have my job, so I'm happy. Definitely enjoying my job. I love the work I do. Personally, I work in IT. As you guys, most of I'm the IT arm of this show, of this company, as well. But at my regular day job, I do IT as well. I'm a senior systems engineer, and I just love my job. It's just everything that I do is things that I really enjoy. So my job hasn't been stressful. It hasn't been overwhelming, but I know a lot of folks go through that, and hopefully you guys are working through any stresses that you're having at work, and that maybe a struggle or a strain for you. But that's the thing, is that, like I was saying earlier, having that outlet, like Hugh said, it could be having your off days, chilling at the house. For me, it's going traveling, going on vacation and enjoying some time away from work. It could just be spending time with your family on the weekend, or on uh, holidays and things like that. What up, Dohine?
Yo, what's up, Willie?
Oh shoot, chilling. Appreciate you joining in. I was getting a little worried there. I thought I was gonna have to hold the whole thing down for the rest of the night.
Nah, I only got a little bit of time tonight. My anniversary is actually today.
Oh, happy anniversary. Okay, no doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Shouts
August
shouts
and
out to Hype and Mrs. Hype. I'm sure y'all
um,
gonna enjoy each other, and y'all have any plans? Do anything?
nah, between June 17th and July 17th is my youngest daughter's birthday, my birthday, and our anniversary. So this is like the absolute worst time of the year for me to be doing anything.
Okay.
Because I be got 1,000 things going on every other week is something else.
Right. I could imagine. That's a lot. I
And
was just saying
I
earlier that my two kids, my two youngest kids, just celebrated their birthdays. We usually don't do anything super big, but this year my daughter turning 19. She decided to throw her own party. She had a Alice in Wonderland theme party, and that was pretty dope. She had it at a rental hall, and a bunch of her friends and family and all that kind of stuff showed up. It was a great time. Luckily, because she's such a great planner, she gets it from her dad. She was able to pull that off by herself. But
Vacation Allison, that's what I just heard.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, it was funny. So actually, that's a good thing to talk about. I was just having a conversation with her, and we were talking about, she was like, she did that party because she had actually planned on taking a trip this for her birthday this summer, out of the country. She wanted to go out of the country. Wouldn't have been her first time out of the country, but it would have been her first time alone. And she was saying how she wanted, to do that and have a couple of friends go with her or whatnot, and most of her friends backed out. And and I had to tell her,
Niggas
like,
are
hey,
very unreliable.
huh,
Niggas are very unreliable when it comes to
yeah,
not spending some
and
money for a
not
trip.
only just unreliable, but I told her, I was like, you've been blessed and lucky to have parents that value vacationing, and the fact that she gets to go on a trip with me. Her mom takes her on trips sometimes. She's got these outlets to do that kind of traveling, as well as being able to be employed, and living at home. She has the resources, and can just take the time. But I was like, not everybody has that. Not everybody has a job at that age. Not everybody has the resources. Not everybody has the lifestyle like that. And for us, that's a norm. But it's not normal for everyone.
So Me and my wife just talking about this the other day. She was saying about she wanted to go somewhere. She always wanted to go wherever the hell it was at the time. I don't remember. I'm like, she was like,
You gotta make sure you remember
like
it's anniversary time.
I'm like, she was like, you ain't never just want to go to like wherever. I'm like, so you gotta understand, I was can perfectly fine just sitting on the block all day. Nothing. I ain't need nothing past the block. Like everything was here. My dad cousins lived 2 blocks this way, 3 blocks that way, 3 blocks that way. Like everybody's here. Like so, my mom was never like, let's go to Miami or nothing. Let's go to Atlanta. Let's go nowhere. Like I was never like in my thought process. Like I'm like, yeah. Now once you got older and it was like you start going places, it was like, damn, why the hell we ain't been doing this?
You're right, right,
I'm
exactly.
like the desire to just get up and go to anywhere. I'm like, yeah, I ain't wasn't looking to go no damn where. Everything was here. I was cool. Like,
Yeah, and that was the thing for me. My parents, they valued vacationing as well and traveling. My dad was a truck driver, so he loved being on the road. So anytime he could, he would take us out somewhere. It could be just to Ohio, it could be to Pennsylvania, it could be to Chicago, it could be up north. It was always a thing for us. So as I got older, I valued traveling and I valued being able to get off the block and be able to see the world, and started flying out to different places and experiencing different cultures and different lifestyles. So it's always been something that has been important in my life, as well as now it's basically one of my hobbies. That's where I spend my money, is on travel.
so my dad is definitely if Willie's going to college, they was definitely calling my dad because he didn't care about making a 10-hour drive or wherever. Like he's always taking a long way. We going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go Virginia Beach every summer. That was his big joint. Every summer he want to go to Virginia Beach until I got to the stage of I can give you a couple of dollars. Me and your mom gonna go, and you
Right.
and your brother can stay home. And once you got to that age and stage, it was like, yeah, you cash me out, and then y'all go on vacation, and I'm on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Oh yeah, no doubt.
um,
That was my
yeah,
son. My oldest son was like that, where he definitely stopped traveling with the family early on, like 14, 15. It was like, all right, you're gonna be here, then you can stay home, and we'll leave you with all the
yeah,
food and everything that you need, and you're good. And he was like, bet, I'd rather be home. It was like, okay.
I'd rather be home. Yeah, like y'all gonna be going for how long? How long y'all staying? Man, stay extra
Exactly.
3 days.
Mm-hmm. He's like, take your time, take your time.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and get lost. Don't come back so soon now.
Right, right, right. So get lost. Right, exactly.
See, plus another joint for me was God, the whole they messed my birth certificate up the day I was born. I got my birth certificate, I was 22. These people told me I had to fill out proof of birth papers. I had to get transcripts from the school district, and I had to told me my social security number had a defect because I was Muslim when it wasn't cool to be Muslim. So um, they took me through a whole bunch of shit. Like I said, I didn't get my birth certificate until I was 22. I can't tell you how many times we had paid for the damn thing. But they
Hmm.
told my mom in the hospital, our birthday July 1st. They told my mom July 2nd, 1987. Oh, we messed this up. We're gonna mail you the correct one. And like I said, I got it when I was 22. So
Hmm.
I couldn't go no damn where like early 20s, late teens years because I couldn't get no damn. I couldn't have no ID. I couldn't get
Hmm.
no ID to be able to get like a legitimate job or nothing like that. So that was another thing where it was just like, well, I can't do that shit. Ain't no reason to even think about this shit. Can't book a flight with
Hmm.
no ID. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like we could drive somewhere, but yeah, that's probably really why I was like never even thinking about shit like that. Like, cause I know I can't fucking go.
Oh, right, right.
Or I
Yeah,
couldn't.
that's
I
rough.
should I say I couldn't go? And then like, yeah, I was 22 when I got my birth certificate.
Hmm. Yeah, no, that's rough right there. And I couldn't imagine not being able to go somewhere because, like you said, shoot, like when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. And but like you said, you got to have ID, you got to have your paperwork, that kind of thing. So yeah, but yeah, I think the first time I took a flight, I was 19, so I quickly found out how all that worked. Um, Before that, it was always road trips, but Now it's been road trips and flights to places and cruises and all that kind of stuff. And that's been my biggest thing. But yeah, outside of vacationing, work and all that stuff. What else been going on this summer? Anything popped up that's giving you any struggles or giving the family any headaches or heartaches that you're like, we had to deal with this. I know a lot of people are upset about the failed student loan approval thing and not approval. What do you call it? Forgiveness. That right there did piss me off. Let me take that back. I did get pissed off about that. That was because I had been waiting on my student loan to get canceled. They put my loans on hold uh, last year after I applied for the forgiveness. But since then, it's been dropped by the Supreme Court. Affirmative action was also dropped. A couple other things went down. So, any of those things on your radar and the radar of family or friends?
Nah, shit. I had a health situation. I actually got to go tomorrow to figure out. I know what it is, but now we figure out tomorrow how do we fix it? What can we do about it?
Hmm.
Um, like I work concerts, so summer is just like that's it, because
Hmm.
then they could do and here it'd be cold in the winter, so you could do stadiums. They do the Eagle Stadium, they do the Philly Stadium. You can do Wells Fargo, that's the Sixers. They do that stadium all year round.
Hmm.
But shit, I'm having payment issues from the 9 to 5. Like I said, I had the health situation. I got the sneaks done. I ain't dropped an episode of the podcast in a month just because I hadn't been able to couldn't get the schedules lined up. Then when I had some people lined up, people didn't connect. Like got some stuff I recorded that I just didn't like, so I just like I ain't
Hmm.
gonna use that one.
Wow,
Like
wow, wow.
I've had, and like I said, it's the birthdays and all of that. Like it's been a
Hmm.
bunch of shit. And madam, like you said, your daughter's 19. My niece is going to college. She just went today to check in for her admissions.
Oh, okay.
She start next month. That's more my daughter than my niece. And here comes the
Hmm.
little one. Daddy's recording a show, love. Yes, recording a show. Say hi.
Recording a show. What the heck?
Hi. Hi,
Hi.
Willie, say hi to Willie.
How,
hi, Willie.
hi. How are you?
Good. I just want to show up there.
You just want to get in the show upstairs. All right. That means go get washed. Bye bye. That was the one whose
Too cute.
birthday was just a month ago. Yes, love.
Okay.
It's my birthday.
Yo, it's not your birthday. That was last month.
She like, hey,
Where
we
your
can
mom at?
celebrate this birthday again. Let's do this.
So here's the thing. My two kids' birthdays is both the 17th. My wedding anniversary is the 17th. January, June, and July. January
Mm,
and June is the kids. July is the wedding anniversary. So
right.
when she hears the 17th, she says, "It's my birthday."
Oh, she thinks
Not your
every month the
birthday.
17th is her birthday. Okay.
And if you say it's the 17th, she's instantly going to birthday. She still had one balloon hovering around her somewhere. But yeah, she got what, 3 or 4 times they sung to her on her birthday. So she definitely got all her birthday out. She told us it wasn't her birthday up until like the day before her birthday.
No doubt, no doubt. But yeah, no,
The,
I mean,
the summer has been very crazy on this end.
yeah. But no, one thing you brought up that I think a lot of folks are dealing with is health issues. And that's been a struggle for a lot of folks, especially when it comes to not only making it to work, but holding down a job, as well as budgets, bills. It could just be trying to do anything really. And I think that's definitely been a struggle for folks in the last few months. And I know a lot of people are now being affected by those wildfires coming from Canada, especially all of us that are either on the Canadian border or pretty close to it. Having respiratory issues. So and I think
So
they
that shit,
did something this yesterday
it
that
made it
that's been
down
causing
here.
issues here in Detroit.
So it made it out here, right?
Hmm.
This is one of them days I'm at a show, but I'm there all day. So when they saying that shit, I'm already, concerts is smoky in the building anyway. They doing setup and your pre-show shit
Oh,
and
right,
sound
right.
checks and all of that. So it's always smoky. When they open the gate though, like when the trucks and shit start coming to unload, I mean to load out everything, bro, that shit hit me like instantly. It was like, what the fuck is that?
Hmm.
People been talking about it all day, but I've been at work all damn day. I ain't got none of this. When I came out that night, bro, and that shit was like, yo, if it looked like this here, what the fuck do it look like in Canada?
Right, right,
Because
right.
we not nowhere near that shit.
Right, right. I know you guys are pretty far from Canada because you're basically on the southwest side of the, well, I don't want to say southwest side, but or southeast side rather of the state. But you're pretty far south in the
So
state.
far
And,
as distance, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
how bad
yeah.
was that
At
shit up
least
there
at
if
least
we,
two
if
three
we got
hundred
all that?
miles. Where I mean, where we are here in Detroit, we're literally looking at
Yeah,
Canada across the river. So
I'm about to say y'all like Jersey, Philly type town.
yeah,
Like the same way
exactly.
we could see Jersey from the bridge, yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, like I didn't expect the shit to hit y'all, to hit Buffalo, like all of that. Like, but
Yeah,
shit, that
exactly.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I was saying. I'm like, when I got out of there that night, it's probably like 3 in the morning, 2 something in the morning. But it's like fucking, you can't see.
Wow, wow. Yeah, I don't
And
think it's been that bad here, but it's been
man,
bad enough that it's affecting people. Me myself, I think yesterday was the first time I ever got affected, where it was giving me a headache. 'Cause I was saying it like, oh dang, like it feels like my head is like hurting for some reason, and then it hit me like, oh shoot, they were saying about this whole, whatever was going on with this burn that they were doing. I was like, yeah, that must be it because I don't get headaches, ever. So it's like for me to be having that, it had to been something, and I was like, it's probably that.
and see, during the concert, you never know what's the tour, what's the show. So I keep a mask or two masks in my bag just in case, because you
Hmm.
never know if this is a show where you gotta wear one or if you don't. But like I said, just the 5 minutes of him having the fucking door up, because like it must have just been that it was trapped outside all goddamn day. Because
Right.
once the trucks come in, you unload all the shit, they close the gate, and then the trucks is back. But yeah, that shit was like, what the fuck is that? It felt like you was swallowing a rock or some shit.
Right. 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 Yeah. So since we're still waiting on the rest of the team to get here, I wanted to get your thoughts on this one of these trending topics that just popped up recently. Not sure how much you know about the Carly Russell incident down in I think it's what state was that in?
That's the
In
chick
Alabama.
popped up back at the house you talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So, so the story goes is that she, was driving down the street, ended up uh,
Trying to get the little girl on the
trying
side
to,
of the
yeah, she
road.
said there was a
Okay.
baby or a toddler that was walking down the side of the freeway, and she stopped because she saw the baby out there by itself, and she called a relative, called 911, and then, while trying to help the baby, she ends up going missing. And like you said, a few days later, not even, I don't even think it was that many, maybe like 2 or 3 days later, she pops up at home all of a sudden. Um,
Yeah, they
but
said
now,
she just
of
walked up.
course, yeah, and now of course, everybody's got their theories and their ideas of what went on. What do you think? Do you think it's a case of just luck that she was able to get out of whatever predicament she was in, or do you think it was more nefarious and that she may have possibly staged the whole thing?
Um, so full disclosure, I've been me and my wife riding down the block, went riding like it's two highways here, 76 and 95. We getting on 76, dudes sell waters outside there. Seeing this little girl standing there, and I'm like, I just don't like the way this look. Like, I don't know who this little girl is or what she's doing, but I'm like, we can't just ride past this little girl. So I've been in that situation. Now turns out that her dad or whatever was sitting over here in the car, like he was one of the dudes selling waters. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but he was like, "No, she cool, bro. I got her. Say no more." Um, so I could see me doing that though. I
Hmm.
got two orders, two low girl on the side of the road. Like I just don't like the way that this one looks. Now, who had you? How did all of that work? I don't know how you just ended up walking up back home. If they did something to you, you got. I don't even know how we use the term kidnap for an adult, but you got snatched up, and you ain't too far from home, and you know your way out, or however that worked out. I mean, I don't really know, but I don't understand like what would be the purpose or point of I'm a fake a kidnapping, like fake an abduction, so I could do what?
Right,
Like,
exactly.
what
Yeah, no,
what you gonna
exactly.
get out of that? What you gonna write a book about it? You gonna do a podcast about it? Like what? Like how much money would be in that? Like I mean, because nowadays it wouldn't be I would write a book. It would be like I did an interview with Charlemagne or some shit. Like
You're right,
that was
right.
just that. You can't turn views into nothing. Like I don't get like how people came up with that one. Glad to hear that she was cool though, because after you see somebody's missing for 2 days, then shit just don't usually end well in them situations.
Yeah,
Uh,
indeed, indeed. Yeah, so
because they had
a
another.
family friend of hers says that,
See, then I just heard earlier this is her boyfriend. After I heard family friend last night, now this dude is her boyfriend. Like so,
oh,
I don't,
okay.
I don't know.
Yes,
Glad to hear you. Glad to hear you home. That's all I can say.
right, right. He said that she was fighting for her life and that, that she was kidnapped and that she, was able to escape and that, once she's stable and able um to talk again about the situation, then there'll be more information. But a lot of folks on social media have their own opinions on this, and I just think it's sad that we're in a what you would say in a society where not only are we afraid to help somebody because we could end up in that situation, but then when somebody is in that situation or possibly in that situation, that we don't even believe them. That's the sad part.
Yeah, see, that be the you be out here trying to do something out of the kindness of your heart because that's the right thing to do. And other motherfuckers don't be on that type time. So that's like
Mhm.
the gift and the curse type thing, where uh that's one of them joints I always throw out the burden of knowledge. When you know better, you're supposed to do better. Anybody know you see a kid on the side of the road who's looking like what the fuck is going on, you're supposed to stop. Grown ass adult, you got options. Kid ain't got no options. So if I seen your grown ass on the side of the road, I would go, this nigga's tripping.
Right,
Like, I'm not
right.
stopping for him. I don't care what his situation is. Kid, I remember I seen two. I'm on my way to work one night, two little young boys come running up and was like, "Can I use your phone to call my mom?" Okay, they look like they're about 8 and 10. Don't know where y'all coming from or whatever. I can make the call. Yeah, giving you the phone. But
Right.
if that's too grown, if that's a 20 and a 19-year-old, nah, can't use the phone. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know what this is. But kids make the situation different because we
Yeah.
all should know if you see a distressed kid, let's try to help the kid. I ain't say you gotta adopt them, move them in the house, but let's try to get them off the side of the highway. Like,
Yeah. This tweet kind of summed it up for me. It was like, I wonder if y'all are upset about Carly Russell because she was returned so quickly. Isn't that what we wanted? What y'all were praying for? A swift and safe return home. Not everything is a conspiracy. Smooth, what up though?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, man?
Shoot,
is that
chilling,
my
chilling.
man ceiling fan smooth? Sound like him, brother.
Alaikum salam, brother. What's
So
going on with
what's your
y'all?
what's your thoughts on this Carly Russell situation?
Well, I heard a little bit about it. I'm glad she home safe. I don't necessarily, I like to get all the facts first. You feel me? I done been bamboozled and hoodwinked way too many times on this internet with situations like these. So first, I'ma just say I'm happy she home. Uh, the child is safe, correct or no?
So yeah, I don't
So
think
they
there's
said the
any
kid was really
information
a plant.
outside of
Yeah.
that she made it home. That's the only information we have so far.
Oh, so if the kid was a plant. Oh wow. See, I didn't hear
All
that
right.
part.
So basically, this is the part this is kind of what I got today from the situation was she sees the kid, somebody leaves. All right, to make it simplify it for us, I leave my daughter outside the car so that I know, all right, Willie come around this road. He gets out the car like, hey, you all right? Now we should snatch him up and took him where the fuck ever. When the cops get there, whoever the fuck say we see their phone, we found this, that, a couple of pieces of evidence, scattered it out, but there was no sign of any kid. Nobody else saw a kid. So basically, it was like they just set the kid out there just to lure you.
Oh wow. Oh
From
wow.
what I heard, and also
Yeah,
while we're
no,
on the
yeah,
topic,
that was definitely the story.
shouts out to Sonny's new profile picture. Let's just not gloss over that one. We see you, Sonny.
Yeah, that's see stuff like that to Hype's point, it make you wary about helping people.
Yeah,
You know, I don't like to make comparisons, but it's similar to like Army Army or Navy SEALs across seas when they see little kids. You feel me? Like they gotta be wary because that little kid could have a bomb strapped to their chest. It's
exactly.
Copy.
and that's something similar. That's basically the same shit here. You feel me? Kid kid in on it, kid know what's going on. You know, and the kid may be a victim too, but the kid may be a part of it.
Right,
So
right. Hey, man, the world, appreciate you.
that's my baby. That's my baby.
Okay,
So
copy that.
you know what I mean? But it's it makes you real aware. It makes you want to protect your kids. But at this point, I'm already giving people the side eye. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah,
Situations like that, I, I'm calling the police. Just call the police. You see a kid
Mhm.
out there, you feel me? You may not want to get involved
but
because you may not know what's going on. Just call the
yeah,
authority.
well, and that was the thing. She did everything right in this situation. She called
Yeah,
911.
she
There
did
was a
that though.
911
Yeah.
call. She called her family. She called a cousin or a sister or something like that, and was talking to them on the phone while she was checking on the kid. She said the kid was walking, so she stopped, got out the car to make sure the kid was okay because it was a actual busy freeway. And even from the video that they posted, you could see that the freeway, not only was it busy when she pulled up, but it got busier as she was sitting there. And so she did all the right steps. It was just when she got out the car, or I don't even know if she would have only had to got out the car, she could have just been stopped, because we've seen that happen where a
Yeah,
person stops
exactly.
and they've gotten kidnapped sitting in their car. But she did basically 98% of it. She did the right thing, but unfortunately, it just didn't turn out well for her. And that's, like you said, that's the scary part, is that a lot of people are more leery about helping folks. About they're more overly cautious. The situation that Heinz was just talking about in terms of somebody turning up at your doorstep, that happened recently, where two kids, I think they were 13 and 15 or 13 and 12, and they were going door to door trying to get help, and people wouldn't open the door. They wouldn't. And some people didn't even call the police. They just told them to get away from their door. Turned out the kids were being abused and starved. And luckily, a woman opened her door for them and was able to pull them in and keep them safe until the police arrived, because they were trying to escape their captors. So it's a
Yeah.
sad state in this world. But Times Point, you never know what's going on. With that woman could have been fell victim as well, had those kids not really been, or even if they weren't
Flip
nefarious
side.
themselves, being involved gets you in trouble, because whoever's chasing after them could have came in and killed that whole family. Who knows?
Let
Story.
me
There's a
let
story.
me
Something
let
similar
me jump
with
back
me.
in. Yep.
Uh,
Let me jump back in for a second because I gotta go, y'all. Um, See that woman situation, like they kind of just case by case situations, because you gonna feel bad. You find out, damn, them kids was being held in the house and against their will, and I just shut my door, act like I wasn't home, and then you find that shit is going on 3 doors down the street.
Yeah.
And the same situation though, now you find out somebody gets snatched the fuck up, or these kids was a setup because the uncle was running through the back door. Like it's kind of a catch-22. Like you kind of just gotta roll them dice. It's like sending your kids to school. You gotta hope that whoever the fuck is in there is taking care of them like you would, but ultimately you can't
yeah.
control
See, I
that.
got a situation where I helped the kid out. Kid was running. I could tell he was scared. I seen him go high. Car ride by. I seen him duck from behind the car. He's scared. He was like, "Help me, please! They looking for me. They gonna kill me." Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I let him go hide in my backyard. Come to find out, this little nigga was stealing, breaking in people's houses.
Oh wow.
You
That's
feel me?
Man.
yeah.
See, and it's like to your point, Willie, you could be helping somebody, thinking you're doing the right thing,
Now
and
you
they
come
be
out
in the total
different.
wrong. Yep, and I get myself in a
Thanks, brother.
situation,
Check into it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and they think I'm doing something.
Right. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad
Yeah,
because
that's
you,
fucked
like you said,
up.
you're trying to help out, and that person is the one that's actually doing all the
And
dirt.
you the one in the wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey y'all, I gotta go. Like I told y'all, it's my anniversary. I'll be in affection. I can I'll try to listen back to it and jump into some of these comments. But, I see y'all. Episode 112 debut tomorrow. GFT Network, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock p.m.
For sure. For
Hold it
sure.
down,
Appreciate you,
fellas.
bro. All right.
All right, happy anniversary, bro.
Yeah. Happy anniversary. But yeah, and that's the thing about I mean, 10, 15, 20 years ago, nobody would have thought twice to try to help somebody. 5, 6 years ago, things took such a decline that I feel like, it's more and more dangerous. Sonny was mentioning about a kid that needed help and ended up getting killed. I can't remember if that was what the whole story, but it was like, I know here in Michigan that something similar happened. Young lady was trying to get help and somebody shot her through the door. The kid recently was trying to
Yeah, I
pick up
remember
his
that.
brother. Yeah. And then recently a kid was trying to pick up his brother and went to the wrong house. They killed him. It's so many people that's just, I don't know if it's just, the paranoia, if it's, true maliciousness or what, but there's a lot that you just don't know what's going on. What up, those Chris? Appreciate you. But yeah.
What's going on, brother?
So earlier I was talking about, the things that we could do to not have the summer blues, and I was talking about, me, traveling. So what you been doing to keep the summer blues away, bro?
Man, the summer blues is here for me, brother. Uh, it's it started off good. Like I said, it started off with my college graduation ceremony, which was dope. Being down in DC, get to see my brothers from college, uh, from when I was at Virginia State, get to hang with him and his brother. So it started off good. I've been able to get out of town quite a few times, but uh, I'm back in school, as y'all know, doing my master's.
Okay.
So it's like I'm right back in the mud, so to speak, in the
Right.
mud. So like I ain't really having much time to have fun. Still got to work. Uh, that's why I be late to the show so many times. Still got to work, and then just dealing with school and trying to figure out. Well, my daughter want to have fun. She want to do things, but it's hard to find time at the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So right now, it's the summer blues for me. But like my boy I was talking to earlier, he's like, it's still the beginning. We still got some time left. But we
Yeah.
still got some time to turn it around.
For sure. Like right now, I'm still trying to plan a trip for my kids to go out of town. Me and them to go out of town, and right now I'm probably looking at the end of August. But it's like you said, it's not over yet. Our biggest thing been my daughter's working and in school and rehearsing for a play that she's going to be in. My son, he's babysitting for his other sisters, and just trying to enjoy his summer. So just trying to align the schedules and everything has been a challenge. But I'm like, okay, next month she's out of school. She'll have some free time because the play will be over, and then we can get out of town and enjoy ourselves. But like you said, there's a lot of people that are going through that where between school, work, family, everything else, it's a tough goal. There's a lot that's going on. But you definitely got to take your breaks. Whatever it is. Keela mentioned earlier, just being at home on the weekends is her break. It's her. She has her fun. I was saying how like during the holidays, a lot of folks were able to get some time away and enjoy with the family, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I did enjoy my 4th. We had a nice little block party. I wasn't really out there too much because it was raining a little bit, but still got me that good old food though. But one thing I am trying to do, we're trying to discuss with my daughter's mother, is probably getting her into a camp for the end of the summer, so she could get, she been fiending to go to the pool all the time, and I told her, we get you in a camp, you're gonna be at the pool all the time in camp. So,
Yeah. And too, I know even here there's a couple of weekly camps where instead of you having to commit to like a whole month or a whole summer, you can just commit to the week or do drop-ins. There's a couple places they do drop-ins, so see if those options are available as well. Then that way, even if you can't get the schedule aligned for a full week or a full month, that you can do some drop-ins, couple days here, a couple days there, that kind of thing.
See, wow, I gotta look into that. I know tennis camp I had around last summer, they had something like that, and I was going to look into that, but she said she didn't want to do tennis this summer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, kids, it's so funny. Kids always have something new going on, so definitely nice to be able to do that for them, though.
Yeah, they're super fickle.
Right. I was trying not to say that, Chris said that he's enjoying his yard. He said he's retired now with the Blues, but he's enjoying his yard. That's always a good thing, being able to get out in the yard. If nothing else, enjoy where you're at. Sunny says her summer blues is that she's got bathing suits and hasn't been to the beach. Plus she's got some medical stuff coming up. So yeah, it's definitely tough. We were talking about that earlier, Sunny, how medical things. Hank was just saying how he's got a medical thing coming up, or he's got to deal with, and I know a lot of folks are dealing with that. Especially with the wildfires. Some people are affected, with the respiratory stuff. So a lot of people are dealing with.
My fault, man. I think I froze up.
Oh, yeah, I was saying how some people are dealing with respiratory issues from the wildfire. Some people are just dealing with regular normal their normal day-to-day issues. The other day I was having headaches and whatnot. I think it was from the wildfires. We get some of that residual stuff over here. There's a lot going on and people are dealing with. But sometimes it's something that you just gotta you gotta figure out. Gotta make those plans to deal with those things, and hopefully can get back to some kind of normalcy.
Let me ask you something though. Is that the first time y'all ever experienced that? I think I seen Keela post a picture earlier on Facebook with all that fog, like with the smoke coming from the wildfires. Is that your first time experiencing that in y'all area?
So for me, that was the first time I noticed it. But I also haven't been affected by it as much, it appears, because I've had other people say that they've been affected by it and they're in my same area, but I haven't been affected. But then the other day, like I said, I had some headaches and some some irritation in my sinuses, which felt unusual. So I assumed it had to be from that, because there was some kind of burn they were doing that day earlier in that morning, and then by the time I got out that afternoon, it kind of hit me all of a sudden. Yeah, Chris said yes, it was bad for about a week. So yeah, and then like I said, this past I think it was either Sunday or Saturday, there was this burn they were doing that was causing some additional issues for folks.
And over the years, has it ever happened before?
No, we've never had anything like this before, not here. And we're directly across the river from Canada, so so as far as I know, we've never heard about it.
So, and that's why a lot of people are having like all these conspiracy theories about it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because because they like Canada had wildfires a lot over the years, and this never happened before.
Yeah, I guess that's the question of where were the fires, because I've heard of Canadian wildfires, but not in Ontario, or I can't think of the name of the other province that's over here. But I've always heard about it in Vancouver and British Columbia, but that's all West Coast.
Yeah, the West Coast. The West Coast always get hit the worst.
Yeah, definitely. So Sonny, where did your friend go though? I guess that's the question, because I think that's the thing. People think of Canada as just one thing, and they don't think about the fact that Canada is actually larger than the United States, and it spreads across the entire continent just like we do. So sometimes people don't think about where these things are happening. Like I said, I've always known for there to be wildfires. Canada always has wildfires, just not on this side of the country. No, I know you're talking last weekend. I'm talking about where.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So and then this is the thing too, is that there's been a greater amount of industrial projects being put in Canada for some reason. And this has been a hot topic in Canada. There's been this greater influx of companies going there to do dumping, to open incinerating facilities, to do crude manufacturing. So this could be affecting not only their environment. It could be affecting their environment, but it also could be affecting their weather. It could be affecting a lot of different things, and that could be some of the cause of this. And I'm sure a lot of the citizens over there could be affected by this as well in an unusual way, because it's not it's not the norm. Yeah, so she said that they went to Niagara Falls. So I don't think it was up there. That's the thing. That I think that's a little different area. I have to double check on the exact location. While I'm sitting here doing that, I'll check that. Oh yeah, here it is. Smoke map. Let's see.
Yeah, Niagara Falls is closer towards New York State.
Right.
I had
so here I have a give me 1 second. Let me show this. So this is the thing, and this can kind of show you how this isn't going to probably affect Niagara Falls, or as far as I can tell from this map that I'm looking at. As soon as I can pull it up. So here. So here, this is us here in Detroit. Oh, actually, let me zoom in some more. Sorry. So this is here, us in Detroit, and as you can see, is a little darker here. This is just a smoke map. This isn't even showing where the fires are. But as you can see, it's a long strip all the way from the west. How this is kind of affecting things all over the country. This is still United States here at the bottom. This is Canada here at the top. But as you can see here, it's a little darker in these areas. This is Ottawa. This is, I think this is still Ontario here. Here's Toronto. London's here. So Buffalo, that's a little closer to Niagara Falls. So that's down here. And so I mean, it's a nice little blanket there, but in terms of where the fires are, I'm assuming it's more in these darker areas, or at least where more higher concentration. So, I think that's the thing, is that where are these fires at is definitely the question, and how is this really affecting them now versus in the past, when things may not have been so bad. And that's what I think, is that things probably wasn't so bad in the past, and this is a new thing for them as well. I don't know if we lost you, Smooth. You still there?
Nah, yeah, I'm here. I'm here, bro. I'm here, bro. Just on the road. But yeah, I think how many million acres they said was burning?
Let me see.
They said like almost 100 million acres or something like that.
Let's see. Canada fires. It's 25 million acres.
That's
Yep.
an
Okay.
insane
So
amount.
they say this is the worst wildfire season on record.
Yeah, 25 million is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. It's approximately 25 or 24.7 million acres are on fire, and this is the worst it's ever been. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is new to them too. This is new to them too. I'm still trying to find where these actual fires are taking place. Yeah, it looks like it's not as bad in the lower parts, or I'm sorry, in the upper parts of Canada, but in the lower parts for sure. They have a lot of moderate. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be showing this on the screen. So they have a lot of moderate up here in the upper parts, down here near us in Detroit. Right now it's showing good. They have some moderate closer to the border. Yeah, it looks like you guys are taking a little beating over this way. All down here, Philadelphia, Virginia, all the way down. So yeah, it's sorry, I'm trying to maneuver this map and find Jersey. I see New York here. So yeah, it's so yeah, it's like I said, it's definitely a new thing, for them, especially like I said, especially across, this affecting the United States across the country as well. So it's definitely not something that I remember even hearing about, let alone dealing with in past years. Cleveland, Ohio is looks like they're getting hit hard in Cleveland. They're getting hit hard in Massachusetts. Connecticut, Poughkeepsie, that's in New York. Yeah, a lot of this is north. Asbury, New Jersey.
Yeah, they said it was affecting Jersey again, but not like it did before. Like
Right.
that first wave was ridiculous. Talk about throat burning, eyes burning.
Right.
It was bad.
Yeah. So hopefully they get it figured out, because we can't keep going like this for long.
And I really feel bad for people similar with me that had the respiratory issues. Like this is the worst time for them.
Right.
This is
Right.
the worst time for them because like they really can't even. It's hard to be outside. See, like in my city right now, Trenton is like real muggy and
Oh,
sticky.
okay.
So it already makes it harder. Then when you add that smoke and all that, oh man, it almost becomes unbearable.
Right.
I'm
Right.
surprised.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So here, I don't know if you can see this really well, but these little yellow spots up here, these little highlighted yellow spots, that's where
Okay.
the fires are. So as you can see, this is high up north, and then you see how bad it is on the west side of the country, going towards the Pacific Ocean. This is where most of the fires are, and this is how it's always been. So yeah, so to Sonny's friend's point, down here in where what is it called, Niagara Falls, Ontario, places like that, they rarely get this, or they don't get it at all. But now there's a few popped up, but for the most part, the majority of it is north of them, far north, and then mostly west. So as you can see, the whole west side is just covered in fires.
Yeah, man. Like to your point, a lot of it is because of man-made
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
issues, situations, and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. And which is the sad part, because it means we're just doing it to ourselves, right? You know. So I mean, like I said, I don't have any evidence on that, but it's definitely a cause for concern, because we know how that kind of effect that kind of stuff can have on the environment.
Absolutely, and it doesn't just affect us; it affects the animals. It
Yeah.
affects the whole ecosystem. To be honest with you,
Right.
stuff like that throws the whole ecosystem out of whack.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah. But yeah, anything else you want to touch on before we get up out of here?
I don't know if y'all did y'all touch on the mental health?
Just a little
Or
bit.
y'all just
We just a little bit. We were just talking about what would cause people to have some struggles, and mainly we're talking about work and not being able to get away, and health issues, stuff like that.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, like I was saying, it is the summer blues, so mentally it's really been a strain thus far. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I ain't
Yeah.
been this strained mentally in a minute. It's like I'm pulled in a lot of directions. Uh, and you know how things just go out of whack and you can't explain it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like one thing after another, one thing
Yeah.
after
But I was about
another.
to say, when it rains, it pours, right?
Absolutely. And I'm doing my best to maintain. Like I ain't stressing or depressed or anything like that. But it does have me in a position like, damn, all right, I
Hmm.
need a break. You
Right.
feel me? However that break come, like just give me a break. Just give me like 2-3 weeks of just not smooth sailing, because
Right.
a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. But
Right.
just you feel me? But just something that's manageable, not to where everything all at once, like boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And I was saying to Hype earlier, because he was talking about that, was that we definitely have to recognize that and be able to take those breaks, when we can. If, like I said, if it's nothing but doing something fun on the weekend, just staying home on the weekend. Sometimes I think we run ourselves a little stretched thin, because we're trying to work during the week, we're trying to take care of kids. We're trying to go to school. We're trying to, take care of parents, or whatever we're trying to do. And then, we also are trying to, get out and do a bunch of other stuff, when we do have quote unquote free time. Sometimes, like Keela was saying earlier, just being at home and relaxing can be a nice break from everything, to get to kind of like reset, recharge. I think a lot of us don't give that the credit that it's due. Having some rest. And I know you've talked about that in the past. That this go lifestyle is bad for us.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Because it tends to burn you out. It tends to affect other parts of your life, your
Hmm.
personal life, when you're trying to just be on go mode all the time.
Hmm.
And for me, I can see it's taking an effect on my daughter,
Right.
because she sees it in me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like she sees it, and you know she's been questioning it over in a month now. Like, Daddy, you feel me? Like even when it came to the graduation, you know, I didn't really tell anybody.
Right.
Didn't share it with many people. They were surprised when they seen the pictures. You know, it's just I've been to myself, try to be at least,
Right.
you know. But
Yeah,
I had
for
a good,
sure.
like I said, I had a good conversation with my boy earlier. Good conversation. He said, "You know what I mean, we still got a ways to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We still got a
Yeah.
ways to go in this summer thing, and we'll make it happen. We'll make something
Oh
happen."
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, definitely have a positive outlook on it. You know, take the steps that are necessary to get the breaks that you need. Jessica was just saying that mental health is very important, but sometimes people cause their own mental and emotional issues, and sometimes it could just be just trying to do too much, or just not, taking or realizing what's triggering this and what's causing you to be so busy or what's causing you to have so many things coming up or up in the air and taking that break
Mhm.
from certain things. But then too, I think sometimes people don't even take the time to kind of check in on themselves and say, you know what, am I doing okay, am I managing this as best as I can, and realizing, okay, no, you know what, I'm stressed out, or I'm spread way too thin, that kind of thing. Take the help where you can get the help. I think that's another thing, is a lot of us are so used to being the supporters, so used to being the providers, that we forget that we need support too.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
some
As you were
that
saying,
balancing. Yeah, the balancing.
yeah. As you were saying, I was thinking to myself, like, I've been trying to please everybody else, trying, you
Mm,
know what I mean, and
yeah,
neglecting is like something I'm missing with me. You feel me?
yeah, yeah.
Checking in on me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like we always talk about. Like I always mention the mirror. It's like I ain't been into that mirror in a minute. I ain't had the
Mhm.
time to really self-assess in a minute because I've been trying to be everything to everybody else.
Yeah, yeah. And let's be honest, we can't be everything to everybody else if we're not going to do something
Absolutely.
for ourselves anyway. Because we're gonna sell ourselves short, stretch ourselves so thin that we're gonna be the ones sick, or we're gonna be the ones tired, overly tired. We're gonna be the ones failing, and then that's going to make us more paranoid, or
Mhm.
having anxiety rather about how we're failing somebody, because we couldn't keep all those things up in the air and keep it all together.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's shoot, you talking about rest. uh, It's like one day one night I can't sleep. Next night I'm sleeping too much.
Exhausted. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's
Hmm.
like it ain't no type of rhythm.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking for. You know, we like life is, we always have our ups and downs, but
Oh yeah.
life is really good when you got a rhythm to it. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Like when you got a rhythm going, you know what I mean, you making things happen. You feel me? You handling business. You on
Right.
your square. You feel me? When life ain't doesn't have a rhythm to it, you know what I mean? It just seems all over the place.
Yeah, it
You
throws
feel me?
everything out of whack. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So that's what I think. I just got to find my rhythm again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I feel you. I feel you. I mean, it's important to recognize that. So you're one step closer, brother. You're one step closer.
Absolutely. And Jess,
Yeah.
you're right. You can't be anything to anyone if you're not right.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
obviously, I'm not right. Yeah.
Exactly.
So absolutely, that's correct.
Yeah, she says also, anyone going through mental emotional issues, if you have someone in your life willing to be there, let them. Yeah, like I was just saying, get the support, to be able to set that pride aside, or set that, I got it, it ain't gonna be right unless I do it. Take that attitude, throw it out the window, and let somebody help out, or let somebody support you as well. So he says stress can do that because my sleep patterns is always off. I will be knocked out one day and up to 4 a.m. the next. Yeah, yeah, I've been there for sure, plenty of times, and it's not healthy. It's definitely not healthy. That's the cause of heart issues, You can have other, stress related illnesses that pop up because of that kind of thing. So definitely get your rest. Definitely take time out for yourself. Keep in mind that you can't be for others if you can't be for yourself. You can't do everything that you need to do if you're always up and down, tired one day, exhausted the next, and then on go 24/7 after that, and then you're back in that same cycle. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. Yeah, when your mind is not resting, that's true. That's true. Earlier, I forgot to go over this one. Jessica mentioned that in Burlington County, I think that's in Jersey, that it's awful. She was talking about the wildfires. Yeah, she said hopefully everyone is checking on the elderly and people with respiratory issues. She said she's over the summer. Really can't wait for the fall. Yeah, hopefully the fall will bring some relief when it comes to those wildfires. Hopefully before that though, because we definitely need it. Like I said, it's spread. That smoke is spread across the country here in the States as well as in Canada, all across the country. So we definitely could use a break from that. But yeah, folks, get your breaks. Take your time out to rest. Do what you need to do to get your mind right and get over those summer blues, and hopefully be able to be a service, to yourself and others as you want. But yeah, I'm gonna call it for the night. Definitely enjoyed the show. Hope you all did as well. Make sure you get back here. We always have plenty of content for you guys to enjoy. Mondays, 10 p.m. We're here on the GFT Radio Show. We have the How to Hustle podcast on Hype. He has a brand new show dropping tomorrow, talking about are you the best spouse that you can be. So make sure you go check that out. Styles and Chevy recap. We've been on a little hiatus because we ran into a couple of scheduling issues, but we'll be back not this week, but next week. We'll be back with several episodes that we'll be reviewing of Secret Invasion. So Marvel Secret Invasions. Looking forward to talking about that. Sex with Sunny Live just dropped an amazing show last Friday. Make sure you guys go watch that replay. She'll be scheduling her next show soon, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we're back on the air. So definitely do that. Appreciate you, Jessica. Definitely great convo. Appreciate that. Appreciate you commenting as well. Thank you so much. And yeah, no Sex with Sunny this week, but we had a great show last week. I was in the comments. Several folks was in the comments. Sunny and Cuzzo held it down as usual. Definitely enjoyed that show. So make sure you guys go check out that replay. It's always doing numbers, so I know you guys are watching. So make sure you go check it out. In the meantime, you can catch Sunny over at I am Sunny_D at IG, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. Or visit her at unreservedlyme.com. Make sure you check out Smooth at eTrentonGroomy on Twitter, Mr.Wilson11_11 on Instagram, and visit him over at thekingstruth.com for his blog and website. Hype, make sure you get at him at I am Hype. That's HYMPE. It's Hype, not hype. He's not geeked up over on IG and Twitter. The How to Hustle podcast on Hype. Tuesdays at 2 on YouTube, and also check out Custom Hustle World on Instagram and Threads, or H2H Cleaners. Looks like Smooth's trying to jump back in. We didn't get Dame in. Dame was having some technical difficulties tonight, but you can catch him over at Another Level Up on IG, Shinlo21 on Twitch, as well as Checkmate21 on TikTok, and Shinlo21 on Xbox. And it's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Get at me everywhere at Willie Styles on IG, Twitter, and Threads. I'm Willie.Styles on Snapchat and TikTok. Visit me over at stylesradio.com for all the hot tracks that I'm listening to. WillieStyles.info for all my links. I did your promo. If you want to add something to it, bro.
Oh man, I appreciate you, brother. Y'all know, hit me up all the damn time on Twitter at eTrentonGroomy. Like the brother gave out my IG, Mr.Wilson11_11, the blog. I've been going through some things to rearrange some things. I know I keep saying it, but I'm getting the blog together. Trust me, I'm coming back with a vengeance with the blog. So bear with me. I just had to clean it up a little bit, but I'm coming back.
For sure, we'll definitely be looking forward to that. Make sure you guys sign up for his mailing list too, and you'll get notifications every time he posts a new blog posting. So make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of all of our shows. Join us over at Join the Conversation group on Facebook, because that's where you're going to find us throughout the week, having great conversations, talking about different topics. We just dropped a bunch of new topics on there this past week. Past couple of weeks we've been hitting it hard, so make sure you guys go check us out over there. Get our merchandise over at gftradio.creator-spring.com. Tons of apparel, accessories, things of that nature, and hit up our website, gftradioshow.com, for all our socials, as well as for all of our links, and to see to get to all of our on-demand shows, replays on all of the major audio podcast platforms, as well as on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube for all the video replays. As always, appreciate you all for joining. Appreciate that, Jessica. She said, yes, been loving it. Keep up the conversation coming. Appreciate you, Sonny. Great show. Appreciate you. And definitely be looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Until then, we are out.
Sayonara.
Yo, it's your boy Dame here.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D.
Yo, it's your boy Smooth from the GFT Radio Network.
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building.
Join us Mondays at 10 p.m. live on Twitch, YouTube, and our Facebook. And if you miss us, don't worry. You can catch it on our website, gftradioshow.com. And if you feel like talking to us every day, join our Facebook group.
At Join the Conversation, the group where you can discuss all kinds of topics.
Catch me also, Fans Perspective, Dope Sports Show. Holla at your boy.
You can cop some merchandise over at our store, teespring.com/stores/GFT Radio. You can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, masks, and even more.
Next time on GFT Radio, what are we talking about? Join the conversation to find out.
Make sure you get at us on gftradioshow.com for all of our audio and video playbacks, as well as links